Hello everyone, I'm audible.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, thank you. Today, Madam is on leave, so I will conduct this session. Okay. Okay, so in the last lecture, I completed the portion of Newton forward and Newton backward, and it solved its various examples in the last lecture. And after that, we had discussed the next method to uh, predict the answer for unequally spaced data. It is the Lagrange interpolation method. We had discussed its formula, how we can predict that formula for a given data. Okay, and then after we had used in this one or two example, I think. Okay, so that first example we had completed in this last lecture. Find the f of 9.2 by using the Lagrange interpolation method. Okay, so for this given data, first we'll predict this formula. Okay, first we'll define this formula, and after we'll replace the value, the 9.2, that is called x. Okay, we'll identify the f of x by using this formula, and that is a x0, x1, x2, and this corresponding value is called y0, that is a y1, and that is a y2. Okay, so replace the value from this table in this formula and simplify each term. Okay, and then after find the additions, you will get the answer. Okay, so that value will replace in this formula, and then after simplify each and every term, and at last we will get answer. There is a 2.2191. Okay, that example we have discussed. And then after second one, of uh, four value are given here, that is x0, okay, x1, x2, x3, and that is y0, y1, y2, y3. Okay, so first we'll define this formula for this four value. How we can define this formula? In the first term, we'll skip the x0 in this numerator and we'll subtract remaining three value from the x. So it will be x minus x1, x minus x2, x minus x3. And now use x0 in place of x, okay, and write this form in denominator. So x0 minus x1, x0 minus x2, x0 minus x3 into the y0. Second term for x1, y1. Okay, so we'll skip x1 in numerator and subtract remaining three value from the x. So it will be x minus x0, x minus x2, x minus x3. And now use x1 in place of the x. So it will be x minus x0, x minus x1, x minus x3. And write this form in the denominator. And its corresponding value we have y1. Third term, that is for x2, y2. So skip x2 in numerator and remaining three value that you have x0, x1, x3, and subtract it from the x. So it will be x minus x0, x minus x1, x minus x3, and denominator it will be, now use x2 in place of x. Okay, so x2 minus x0, x2 minus x1, x2 minus x3, and write this form in the denominator, and its corresponding value, that is a y. And last term it is for x3, y3. So skip x3 in numerator and subtract remaining three value, okay, x0, x1, x2 from x. So it will be x minus x0, x minus x1, x minus x2. And now write x3 in place of the x, okay, and derive this answer. That is x3 minus x0, x3 minus x1, x3 minus x2, and write this value in denominator, corresponding value, that is a y3. Okay, so this way will predict the formula. If it is the three value are given, we can easily create this formula. Okay, if the five value are given, for example, we had x4, y4, then we can also create this type of formula, okay, to predict the answer for this test. And then after consider this value of the tabulated form as x0, that is x1, x2, that is x3, that is y0, y1, y2, y3. Okay, so replace suitable value in this formula. Okay, x is equal to 10 is given, that replace x is equal to 10 and simplify each and every term. And in this last lecture, we had completed these questions, okay, and we derived the answer 14.666. And we can also verify this answer that by using this given tabulated value. In this table, f of 9 is given that 14, f of 11 is given that 16, and here by using this procedure, we derive the answer f of 10. Okay, so f of 10 should be lies in between 14 to 16. ठीक है, आपका जो आंसर है और 9 और 11 के बीच में होना चाहिए, मीन्स 14 और 16 के बीच में आपका आंसर डिफाइन होना चाहिए, क्योंकि एफ ऑफ 9 है 14 एंड एफ ऑफ 11 इज गिवन 16, ठीक है। So answer of f of 10 should be in between 14 to 16. Clear? So at last, should verify this answer, okay? And by using that, you can identify the error also. Clear? And now let us check the third one. The data are given here: -1, 0, 1, 3, 2, 1, 0, -1. Okay. The negative values are given. A simple value is that -1 corresponding value is a 2, 0 for 1, 1 for 0, and 3 for -1. Okay. So find the values of y where x is equal to 2 from the following table. Okay, x is equal to 2 means f of 2 that you have to predict by using the Lagrange interpolations formula. Okay, and why it is Lagrange interpolations? Because this not equally spaced data. Okay, -1 to 0, that is 0 to 1, that is 1 to 2, that is not equally spaced data here. So therefore, we'll apply Lagrange interpolations, otherwise Newton divided difference. Okay, so here we'll apply Lagrange interpolations here. So first we'll define this formula for this data. Okay, four value are given. Starting value is x0, that is x1, x2, and x3, and its corresponding value, that is y0, y1, y2, and y3. Okay, so first we'll define this formula to predict the answer by using Lagrange interpolation. So first term it is for x0, y0. So skip x0 and use x0 in the denominator. Okay, here it is for x1, so skip x1 in this numerator and use x1 in this denominator. Okay, then it is for x2, so skip x2 in this numerator and use x2 in this denominator. Okay, and it is for x3, so skip x3 and subtract remaining all from this x, and now in place of x replace x3 in the numerator. Okay, into the y3. And then after in next step, you can mention this notation if it is required. Okay, otherwise you can replace directly the suitable value in this formula. Okay, so we have the formula is uh, x minus x1, x minus x2, x minus x3. Okay, and x is equal to 2 is given. Okay, you have to predict the f of 2 by using the Lagrange interpolations formula. So x is equal to 2. So x minus x1, x minus x2, x minus x3 means x minus 0, x minus 1, x minus 3. Divide by, now replace the 2 by -1 because x0 is equal to -1 here. So it will be -1 minus 0, -1 minus 1, -1 minus a 3 into the y0, that is equal to the 2. Clear? Second one, that is the uh, x1 को skip करना है. So it is a 2 minus of -1. Okay, 2 minus x0. 2 minus x0, so it is a 2 minus of -1, so it become 2 plus 1. Okay, next 2 minus x2 means 2 minus 1 and 2 minus 3. Divide by, now replace the 2 by 0 means x1, so it is 0 plus 1, 0 minus 1, 0 minus 3. ठीक है, यहाँ पे जो 2 है x है इसको सिर्फ x1 से रिप्लेस करना है, so it will the second form 0 plus 1, 0 minus 1, 0 minus 3 into the y1, that is equal to 1. Okay, and similarly the third term will be 2 minus, okay, we'll skip x1 means x2, so it is the 2 minus of -1, so it will be 2 plus 1, then after 2 minus 0, that is x1, and 2 minus 3. Okay, and now in denominator 2 will be replaced by x2 value, so x2 is equal to 1, that is given here. So 1 plus 1, 1 minus 0, and 1 minus 3 into the y2, that is equal to the 0. Okay, so that is 0 here. And now last term, that is for x3, and we'll skip x3 in numerator. So remaining value 2 plus 1, 2 minus of -1. So therefore we get here 2 plus 1 form. Okay, 2 minus 0 and 2 minus 1, and denominator that will be 3 plus 1. Okay, replace 2 by 3. Okay, so 3 plus 1, 3 minus 0, and 3 minus 1 into the y3, that is equal to -1. Okay, so now simplify each and every term. Okay, first term, second term, third term, and so on. And what is answer of first term? It is a perfect value is there. Okay, there is no such numeric decimal answer will arise. 2 minus 0, so it is equal to 2. 2 minus 1, it is 1, and 2 minus 3, so it is -1. Okay, now product of numerator, that is equal to -2. Clear? And now product of denominator. So what is the simplification value of this bracket? That is -1 here. Here it is a -2, and here it is a -4. Okay, minus 1 minus 3 minus 1 minus 1, it is minus 1 minus 0. So is equal to product of three negative sign is here. Okay, product of three negative value. So final output will be the negative. Okay, if I remove the minus 1, okay, means minus sign to this first value, so it will be the positive answer. Okay, but right now it is a three negative sign. So product of three negative sign will be a negative, and that is equal to the minus 8. Okay, 4 into 2 into 1, that is equal to minus 8, and into the 2. Clear? So remaining value, that is a positive minus 2 into 2, that is minus 4 by minus 8. So output, that is a 1 by 2. Okay, so answer of the first term, that is the 1 by 2. Clear? Answer of first term. Now answer of second term, that is a 2 plus 1, that is equal to 3. 2 minus 1 is equal to 1, and 2 minus 3, that is equal to minus 1. Okay, so 3 into 1 into minus 1, 3 into 1 into minus 1, तो product क्या होगा? That is equal to minus 3. Okay, that is simple. And now denominator, that is a 1. 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. 0 minus 1 is minus 1, and 0 minus 3 is a minus 3. Okay, now it involves the two negative sign only, and product of the this 3 value will be the positive, and that is a plus 3. Okay, minus 1 into minus 3 into 1, that is equal to the plus 3, and now into the 1. Okay, so final answer of minus 3 by 3, that is equal to the minus 1. Okay, 3 by 3 will be cancelled out, and remaining value, that is minus 1. So answer of the second term, that is equal to minus 1. And now the last one, that is sorry, third term, the product of this term, okay, will be the 0, because there is one 0 are given in this product. Okay, so answer of third term will be the 0. Okay, why it is 0? Because the 0 are given in this product. Okay, so therefore it is the 0. And now the answer of last term, that is a 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. 2 minus 0, it is a 2, and 2 minus 1 is equal to the 1. Okay, so it will be 3 into 2 into 1, 6. Okay, divide by 3 plus 1 is a 4. 3 minus 0 is a 3, and 3 minus 1 is a 2. Okay, so it is a 4 into 3 is a 12. 12 into 2, 24. So 6 by 24 into the minus 1. Okay, so what is the answer of this one? That is here 4 is remaining, 6 will be cancelled out. Okay, so answer is minus 1 by 4. Okay, so here you will get minus 1 by 4. Clear? So that is answer of third term. And now final calculations, 1 by 2 minus 1 minus 1 by 4. Okay, 1 by 2 is a 0.5, 1 by 4 is a 0.25. So 0.5 minus 1 minus 0.25, that will be 0.75, and that is negative answer. Okay, so we will get 1 by 2 minus 1 minus 0 means plus 0 minus 1 by 4. So that final answer of this one, that is negative 0.75. Okay, otherwise you can consider minus 3 by 4. Okay, so negative minus 0.75, that is our answer of f of 2. Okay, f of 2 is equal to the negative 0.75, and we can also verify this answer, it is correct or not. So in this table, the two are in between 1 and 3, means last interval. Okay, here it is, the f of 2 will be arise in between 1 and 3. Clear? So answer of f of 1, that is equal to 0. Okay, and answer of f of 3, that is equal to minus 1, that is given here already. F of 1 is 0, and f of 3 is a minus 1. So answer of f of 2 should be lies in between 0 to 1. Okay, it should be in between 0 to minus 1. Okay, means minus 1 to 0. Okay, minus 1 is the lower value. So answer of the f of 2 should be in between minus 1 to 0, and here minus 75 minus 0.75 are in between minus 1 to 0. Okay, so it is a correct form of the answer, and that is the solutions of f of 2 by using the Lagrange interpolation method. Is it clear to all? Have you any query, any doubt? Yeah, is it clear to all? Have you any query, any questions? Any step? Devang, Dhanraj, Ruvin, Asif, Paul, Srushti. Am I audible to all? Is there any problem? Faisal, Jeet, Dennis.
No problem, sir.
Okay, thank you.
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so this is the solution of this one. Okay, and now take another one. Is the data are here. Find the second degree polynomial passing through the point 0, 0, 1, 1 and 220 using the Lagrange interpolation method. Okay, and then after use this polynomial. Okay, first we'll predict the equation of this data, and then after we'll use this polynomial to find the f of 3. Okay, after using the polynomial. Okay. So here by using this equations we'll predict the polynomial. Okay, means we'll find the mathematical equations of this data. Okay, we'll derive the mathematical equations of this data. Okay, which type of equations this data will follow. Okay, when we replace x is equal to 0, we get output is 0. When you put x is equal to 1 to this polynomial, get output is a 1. And when we replace 2 to this polynomial, we get output is a 20. Okay, so this type of equations we have to derive by using the Lagrange equations. Okay, Lagrange interpolations method. Okay, so in this equations, okay, in this all example 1, 2 and 3, we just replace the value of x to predict the answer as a constant value. But right now here we'll define the polynomial. Okay, we need answer as a polynomial, so we'll consider x as it is in this equation. Okay, we'll consider x value as it is x in this equations, and we'll derive this equation. Okay, we'll solve this each and every term, and at last we'll get as a one types of polynomial. Okay, at last we'll get one answer as a one types of polynomial. Okay, so first we'll define a formula for this three data. Okay, three value are given: x0, x1 and x2, and its corresponding value is y0, y1 and y2. Okay, these three value are given. So formula for this three value. Okay, the first term will skip x0, so we'll consider x minus x1, x minus x2. Okay, and denominator will be x0 minus x1 and x0 minus x2. Okay, into the corresponding value, that is we have y0. Okay, then after second term for x1 y1, so we'll skip x1. Okay, so it will be x minus x0 and x minus x2. Denominator, that is x1 minus x0 and x1 minus x2 into the y1. Okay, and third term it is for x2, so we'll skip x2, and so remaining two value, that is x0 x1, so x minus x0, x minus x1, and denominator that will be x2 minus x0 and x2 minus x1 into the y2. Okay, so here in this formula, we'll not replace the value of x at. Okay, we'll consider this x as it is in this formula, and remaining value will replace, simplify the each and every term. Okay, consider the proper LCM to the each term. Okay, and then derive one types of polynomial. Means what is meaning of polynomial? आपका जो आंसर है वो एक polynomial होना चाहिए. Means it should be in this form: ax raised to n plus bx raised to n minus 1 plus cx raised to n minus 2 and so on. Okay, this type of polynomial you have to derive in this question. Okay, and it will be the second degree polynomial, means higher power of this x, that will be the 2 there. Okay, the highest degree. So let us use this equation, replace the whole value in this formula. So first term will be x minus x1, x minus x2. Okay, so x minus 1, x minus 2 divide by 0 minus 1 and 0 minus 2, because x0 is 0. So 0 minus 1, 0 minus 2 into the y0, that is here 0. Okay, the first term pura 0 ho gaya because the product is 0 are given. And second one, that is x minus 0 and x minus 2, because 1 को यहाँ पे skip करना है, x1 को skip करना है. So now use the x1 in place of x, so it is 1 minus 0, 1 minus 2 into the y1, that is equal to 1. Okay, and now third term, that is for x minus 0, x minus 1. Okay, x2 को skip करना है in this numerator in this third term. Okay, so x minus 0, x minus 1 divide by, now replace x by 2 because x2 is given that 2. So 2 minus 0, 2 minus 1. Clear? Into the y2 is given that 20. Okay, so that is the form you will get after replacing the value. And now simplify each term. Okay, एंड डिराइव वन पॉलिनोमियल एट लास्ट। आपको इसको सिंप्लीफाई करना है लास्ट तक, ठीक है, और एट लास्ट यू विल गेट वन सेकंड डिग्री पॉलिनोमियल। क्लियर? सो फर्स्ट टर्म जीरो है, ठीक है। इन द सेकंड टर्म that is x into x minus 2, clear? second term में क्या होगा, that is x is remaining here, here it is x minus 2, denominator is a 1 and here it is a minus 1, clear, into the 1. So it is minus x of x minus 2, the output of first term, minus x of x minus 2, clear? That is the simplification of the second term. First term 0 हो गया because the product r 0 is given. And now last third term, that is x is here, it is x minus 1 and it is a 2 into 1, okay, 2 into 1 divide into 20, so it will be x into x minus 1 divide by 2 into 20, so 20 by 2, that will be 1. So यहाँ पे क्या बचेगा, that is a 10 of x minus 1, means x into x minus 1 into 10, otherwise 10x into x minus 1. Clear? So let us write this form here. We'll get 0 of the first term, okay, answer of first term, that is 0. second term, that is x into x minus 2 and denominator का आंसर होगा -1, okay, so that it will be negative x into x minus 2, okay, so therefore it is negative x into x minus 2 because in the denominator output is a -1 there. And now in the third term, numerator, that is x into x minus 1, और डिनोमीटर में क्या आएगा, दैट इज अ 2 ओनली, क्योंकि 2 minus 0 into 2 minus 1, so प्रोडक्ट होगा 2 and 20 by 2, that is a 10, okay, so it will be 10 into x minus 1, means 10x into x minus of 1, okay. So this equations you will get, and simplify this one also. It will be a minus x into x, that will be minus x square, and minus x into minus 2, so it will be plus 2x, okay, that is a simplified form of the first term, okay, means minus x into x minus 2, and then after second term, that is a 10x into x, so it will be 10x square and minus 10x, okay. And now here it is a 10x square and minus x square, a common term, so simplify it will be 9x square, okay. And after that, 2x minus 10x, so it will be minus 8x. Okay? So final equations, it is here 9x square minus 8. That is our required polynomial, and it is a second degree equation. Okay, it is second degree polynomial because the degree of this equation, that is a 2. Okay, the highest power of x, that is a 2 here, so we can say it is a second degree polynomial. Okay, the second degree equation, second degree polynomial. Now we can verify this equation also. How we can verify this equation, it is a correct form or not, okay. So just verify this value by using this equation. You have the three value right now, three answer right now, as x is equal to 0, y is 0, x is equal to 1, y is 1, and x equal to 2, y is 20. Okay, so use this three value and verify the answer. Can we get 0, 1 and 20 or not? Okay, so replace a 0 in place of x, means find f of 0. So what is answer of f of 0? That is 0 minus 0. Okay, 9 of 0 square minus 8 into 0. So is equal to 0. So verify hogi. That is y is also 0 here. Okay, in the first interval. Second one, x1 is equal to 1, y1 is 1. So replace f of 1, means x is equal to 1. So what is answer of f of 1? That is a 9 of 1 square minus 8 of 1. And that is equal to 9 minus 8. And 9 minus 8 kya hota hai? That is a 1. Clear? So it is also verified. Third equation, third value, you can also check that. That is f of 2. So what is answer of f of 2? That is equal to 9 into 2 square, that is a 4, minus 8 into 2. So 9 into 4, that is a 36, minus 8 into 2, that is 16. 36 minus 16 kya hota hai? That is a 20. Clear? So it is also verified. Clear? So that is a correct equation that we have derived by using the Lagrange interpolation formula. Means it is the uh, mathematical model of this data. Okay, it is the mathematical equations of this given data. Okay, and now by using these equations we can find any value. Okay, we can find any output for any x. Clear? So here is required the f of 3. So f of 3 का output होगा 9 into 9. Okay, means 9 into 3 square minus 8 into 3. 9 into 3 square minus 8 into 3. So it is equal to 9 into 9. This 81 minus 27. Okay, so 81 minus 24. Yeah, so 81 minus 24 will be the 57. Yeah, so that is equal to f of 3 value. Yeah. So this way we can check the polynomial, okay, by using the Lagrange interpolations formula also if it is unequally spaced data, okay, 0, 1, 2. Right now it is equally spaced data, so we can apply any method, okay, Noether interpolations method, backward interpolations method, we can use any method here to predict that same answer, okay. So here we get the answer by using the Lagrange interpolations formula. So is it clear to all? Have you any query, any doubt in any step? Yes.
Sir, can you repeat this one? Because of my net was lost, so
Okay.
I'll forget the all formulas.
Okay. Okay. The data are given here. Okay. That is 0 for 0, that is 1 for 1, and 2 for 20. Okay. These three value are given in this example. And this is a formula for this data. Okay. X minus x1, x minus x2 divide x0 minus x1, x0 minus x2 into y0 and so on. Okay. These three steps you will get based on this value. And now in this questions we'll identify one polynomial. Okay. Means आपको एक polynomial derive करना है, आपको एक equation derive करना है for this data. Okay. So how we can define this equation? Okay. So in this formula we'll consider this x as it is here. Okay. We'll keep x as it is here. We'll not replace any constant value in place of that. Clear? And remaining value you can replace. Remaining value कौन सी है? That is x0, x1, x2,
Right.
y0, y1, y2. That you can replace here. Okay. And then after simplify it. Okay. तो फर्स्ट टर्म जो है वहां पे y0 0 है, मींस यहाँ पे 0 आएगा, तो ये जो पूरा टर्म है 0 हो जाएगा. ठीक है.
Yes, sir.
नो एनी नीड टू सिंप्लीफिकेशन. नाउ इन सेकंड टर्म that is x minus 0 means x is here. Okay. Remaining is x. Here it is x minus 2. Okay. And now in denominator that is a 1 here, 1 minus 0 means 1 and 1 minus 2 means minus 2. Okay. So
Yes,
answer क्या बना? Minus x into x minus 2. ठीक है.
yes, sir.
Minus. That is the answer of second term. And third term, that is here x minus 0 means x minus 1 in numerator. Our denominator में आएगा 2 minus 0 into 2 minus 1 means it is a 2,
2
and
multiply
20 by
1.
2 that is the 10. Okay, so it is 10x into x minus 1. Clear? That is
Yes,
positive. So this term you will get, okay, minus x into x minus 2 plus 10x into x minus 1. अब इसका
yes,
प्रोडक्ट करना है, तो 0 यहाँ से निकाल दो, यहाँ पे माइनस एक्स मल्टीप्लाई होगा इनसाइड, so minus x into x that will be minus x square,
yes, sir.
and minus x into minus 2 that will be the plus 2x,
Yes,
and
yes,
now 10x multiplied to the x minus 1, so it will be 10x square minus 10x.
yes,
Okay, अब 10x square में से minus x square subtract करो, so बचेगा 9x square
yes.
and 2x minus 10x. Okay, the similar term 2x and minus 10x, that will be the
But sir,
minus.
minus 2x minus 9x square नहीं आएगा?
10 पॉजिटिव है ना, 10 में
Okay,
से माइनस 1
मुझे नहीं
सब्ट्रैक्ट हो रहा
लगता.
है. अगर ऐसा है 1 माइनस 10 तो माइनस 9 आएगा, बट यहाँ पे तो 10 माइनस 1 है. ठीक है, तो इट विल बी 9.
Yes, sir.
एंड यहाँ पे देखो, यहाँ पे माइनस 8 आएगा, यहाँ पे 2 माइनस 10 है, 2x माइनस 10x, सो इट विल बी द माइनस 8 हियर. ओके, अगर यहाँ पे 10 माइनस 2 है तो 8 आएगा, बट नाइट नाउ इट इज नेगेटिव.
Okay, I got it, sir.
Okay, so 9x square minus 8x, that is our required equations, and after you can verify these equations also by using this three answer. Okay, means the three value are given in this question. When we put x is equal to 0, we get y is also 0. So check this value in this equation, put x is equal to 0, तो function का output होना चाहिए 0. Okay, that is true. Now put x is equal to 1 to this equation, तो answer क्या होगा? 9 of 1 square minus 8 of 1, so 9 minus 8 is also 1. And now put 2. Okay, so it will be the 20 you will get answer. Okay, so it is the right form of the equations, and after by using these equations you can predict any output now. Okay, you can consider any value if it is in between this interval, otherwise outside the interval you can also predict it. Okay.
Yes, sir. Sorry, we have to solve this equation also. Yeah, just finish the answer in equation with the equation.
Yes, we can use these equations to predict now any answer.
Okay.
Okay, so there are some more example are given in the assignment. You just try it by yourself. Okay, related to the Lagrange interpolations method. Okay. All these questions are depends on single formula. Okay, if it is asked for Newton forward, there is one formula. Newton backward, there is one special formula. If it is asked for Newton Lagrange interpolation, there is one also specific formula there. Okay, so any example depends on specific formula. You should first clear this formula. ठीक है, आपको पहले formula समझ में आनी चाहिए, कौन सा डेटा कहाँ पे रिप्लेस करना है, ठीक है, कौन सी वैल्यू रिक्वायरमेंट है. Okay, so first check this formula. Okay, prepare it, and then after try it for any example. Okay, so practice some more example which are given in this assignment. Okay, I think 4 to 5 examples are given related to the interpolation theory, Newton forward, Newton backward, as well as Lagrange interpolation. So try it. Okay, uh, and now in this next one, there is one application based question is here, and we'll solve it by using the Lagrange interpolation technique. Okay, so data is that a body is moving with the velocity v at a time, at any time t. Okay, satisfy the data. Body means there is one uh, any concept you can consider here, any car, any bike. Okay, any instrument you can consider that. Here right now I consider body. Okay, body is moving with the velocity v at any time t. Satisfy the following data. Means when t is equal to 0 second, the velocity of this body, that is a 21. Okay, then after t is equal to 1 second, after 1 second, velocity of this body, that is 15. Means it is in decreasing form. Okay, you can also consider increasing data as well. So and after t is equal to 3 seconds, the velocity of this body, velocity of this particle, velocity of the car, velocity of the bike, any instrument, any concept you can consider that, the velocity is at 12. Okay, at 3 seconds. Then after 4 second, velocity is at 10. Clear? So this data are given for this particle, for this body. Okay, and now by using the Lagrange interpolation, means it is not mentioned it here. Okay, you have to apply the Lagrange interpolation technique. You have to obtain the distance traveled in 4 seconds. Means after the 4 second, how many distance the particle, the body will cover. Okay, otherwise any car, otherwise any bike will cover. Okay, so that will define, they will derive by using the Lagrange interpolation, and then after will check the acceleration. Okay, so by using the velocity we can find acceleration also. Okay, so how we can find the velocity? Okay, first we'll predict the velocity equation, and then by using these equations we can predict the distance. Okay, we can derive the distance. Okay, so here we'll apply the Lagrange interpolation technique to predict that equation. Okay, in the last questions we derive this equation. Okay, 9x square minus 8x for the given data. So your data is 0, 21, 115, 312, and 410 is given. Okay, so first we'll derive one equations. Okay, one mathematical model of this data, means the equation of velocity first we'll derive. Okay, and then after we'll use these equations to predict the distance. Okay, and we'll use some mathematical and physics formula there to predict the answer. Okay, so what will be the formula for this data? Okay, what will be the formula for Lagrange interpolations for this data? So first we'll define this formula. Okay, that's very easy. Now here the notation are t and v is given that. Okay, in this whole example we just consider x0, x1, x2 notation. Okay, and y0, y1, y2 notation. But let's use the different notations for this one. Just we replace x0, x1, x2, x3 by t0, t1, t2, t3. Okay, and here it is the v0, v1, v2, v3. Clear? That is the difference only. Remaining as it is there. Clear? So the formula of Lagrange interpolations by Lagrange interpolation. You have to predict the velocity v, and v is equal to t minus t1. Okay, t minus t2 and t minus t3 divide by, now use the t0, t0 minus t1, t0 minus t2, okay, and t0 minus t3. That is the first term for t0 v0. Okay, and here multiply by v0. Okay, now second term, that is for t1. So skip t1 from the numerator. So t minus t0, t minus t2, and t minus t3 divide by t1 minus t0. Okay, t1 minus t2 and t1 minus t3 into the v1. Okay, third term, that is for T2. So it is a T minus T0, T minus T1, and we'll skip now T2 and T3. Okay. So T minus T3 divide by T2 minus T0, T2 minus T1, and T2 minus T3 into the V2, clear, the velocity. And last term, that is for T3, so T minus T0, T minus T1, and T minus T2 divide by T will be replaced by T3, so T3 minus T0, T3 minus T2, and sorry, T3 minus T1, and here T3 minus T, here into the V. So this formula you will get for Lagrange interpolations for this data. Okay, you can also consider x0, x1, x2 notation, that is similar one. But here T and V notations are given that. Therefore, I use it for the concept. Okay. So now replace all the value. T will consider as it is that. Okay. And will derive one equation. Clear? Okay. So here value is given that 0. 0, 21, 115, 3, 12, 0 for 21, 120, 115, 12, and so on. 1 for 15, 2 for 12, and 3 for 10. Okay, this value are given. 4 for 10, so 0, 1, 1, 3, and for 0, 1, 3, 4. 0, 1, 3. This value are given. Okay, so in this formula, replace this all value. So V is equal to T minus 1, T minus 3, and T minus 4 divide by 0 minus 1, 0 minus 3, 0 minus 4 into the 21. Okay, first term, second term, 1 को skip करना है, t minus 0, t minus 3, and t minus 4 divide by 1 minus 0, 1 minus 3, and 1 minus 4 into the 50. Okay, second term, third term, that is a t minus 0, t minus 1. Now 3 को skip करना है, t minus 4 and divide by, now use the 3 in place of t, 3 minus 0, 3 minus 1, and 3 minus 4 into the 12. Okay, and last term, that is for t minus 0, t minus 1, and t minus 3 divide by in place of t we'll use a 4, so it is a 4 minus 0, 4 minus 3, and 4 minus 1, and 4 minus 3 into a 10. Clear? So this 4 step you will get after replacing all this value except the t, because we consider t as it is there to predict one polynomial, to predict one equation. Okay, so now after all of you solve this one, okay, let's practice it, how we can predict one polynomial, simplify each term. Okay, product it with the each factor, and then after take one LCM, okay, as a final LCM, and then you will get one equation. So all of you verify this equation. I will write it directly here. Okay, so you have to verify it, how we can derive this equation. Okay, just practice it. It's very easy that. Okay, you will get answer. It is a 1 by 12. Okay, the equation of velocity, that is equal to 1 by 12 in this bracket, a minus 5t cube plus 38t square. Okay, the final equations I write down it here. 105t plus 252. That is the equations you will get after simplifying each term. ठीक है, तीनों term, चारों term को आपको simplify करना है. ठीक है, and then after consider one final LCM as a 12. Okay, 12 will be the final LCM there, and then after add this all term. Okay, the terms of power 3, then after t square, t, and constant, you will get minus 5t cube plus 38t square minus 105t plus 252. Okay, so this is the equation of velocity which follow this data. Means when we replace 0, we'll get output is a 21. How it is 21? replace t is equal to 0 in this equation. So first term will be 0, second term will be 0, and third term also will be 0, and last term is a constant, so it is remaining 252 divided by 12. And what is the answer of 252 divided by 12? That is a 21. Okay, so when we replace 0, you'll get output is a 21, the first interval. Okay, and you can check it for the 1 also. Okay, replace a 1 there, t is equal to 1 second. Okay, t is equal to 1, and you will get output is a 15. Okay, for 3 you will get output is a 12, and for 4 you will get output is a 14. Okay, but here we required the distance. Okay, how many distance traveled in 4 seconds? Okay, so how we can predict the distance from the velocity? Okay, so here let us use the notations for the distance. Let s be the distance. This one arbitrary notation. You can consider any one notations for that. S is the distance traveled in time t. Okay, let us use this notations for the distance. Okay, so what is a relation between distance and velocity? Does anyone know it? What is the relation between distance and velocity? There is one formula in physics. Relations between distance and the velocity. Yes,
V by
anyone?
T.
Yes, that is the v is equal to ds by dt. That is the relation between velocity and the distance. Okay, ds by dt. Velocity follow this equation. Okay, velocity is equal to ds by dt. Velocity means vec. Okay, the speed. So v is equal to the ds by dt. And now we require the s. So how we can define the s from this equation? How we can remove the
V,
derivative?
v into T.
Yes, v into t. How we can remove the derivative? By using the integration. Okay, so apply the integration both sides. So it will be integrations v dt here. Okay, dt will be shifted here. Here is integration ds. Okay, and that will be s is equal to integrations v dt. Okay, so it is the one formula you will get of distance. S is equal to integrations v dt. And now here we have to find the distance travel in 4 seconds. So it will be starting is 0, okay, at 0 second, and ending at 4 seconds. Okay, so limit will be the 0 to 4 v dt. Okay, so here formula of v we have. Okay, the equation of velocity we have. Replace it here, find it integration with respect to t, replace the limit 0 to 4, and you will get one distance. Okay, so here we have in this equations, first we required the integrations with respect to t only, and then after we'll get one answer. So minus 5t cube. Okay, the s is equal to 0 to 4, 1 by 12. You can take it outside here. Okay, it is minus 5t cube plus 38t square minus 105t and plus 252 dt. Okay, just use this equation here, and then after take 1 by 12 outside and find the integrations of this equations with respect to t. So it is a minus 5 t raised to 4 by 4 minus 5 as it is, an integration of t cube, that will be t raised to 4 by 4. 38 as it is here, integration of t square will be t cube by 3. Okay, minus 105 as it is here, an integration of t, that is a t square by 2, and 252 as it is, an integration of constant, that is a 252 into t with the limit 0 to 4. So each term involve the t. So when we replace a 0, this all term will become a 0. Okay, for 0 case. Okay, you will get one answer for the 4 also, but for 0 you will get answer is 0. Okay, so just replace 4 only to this equations. Minus 5 4 into 4 raised to 4 plus 38 4 cube divided by 3 minus 105 4 square divided by 2 and plus 252 into 4. Okay, and for 0 you will get answer is 0. And now answer of this term, that you will get a 54.88. Okay, that is the distance will covered. Okay, that is the distance will covered of this body in this 4 second. Okay, 54.88 meter. Clear? The distance will covered after the 4 seconds. Clear? Means in this 4 seconds the particle, okay, the body, otherwise any car, any bike, you can consider any instrument there. Okay, any data there, that is the distance. Okay, we'll cover it in this for a second. And now here the acceleration is also required. So what is the formula of acceleration? Acceleration is equal to dv by dt. Okay, that is known as the acceleration. A is equal to dv by dt, and dv by dt is equal to, okay, acceleration is equal to dv by dt. Just wait for a minute. Acceleration is dv by dt, and dv by dt is equal to the d by dt of the v. Okay, that will be, find the derivative of the velocity equations with respect to t. So is equal to the 1 by 12 in this bracket, minus 5t cube, that will be the minus 15t square, derivative with respect to t. Okay, minus 5t cube, that will be minus 15t square. Then after 38t square, that will be the 76 into t. Okay, and last value is a 105. Okay, this value the derivative will get, and then after replace t is equal to 4 in this equation. So after solving, you will get acceleration is equal to the 3 point. Okay, after replacing t is equal to 4 here, means minus 15, 4 square plus 76 into 4 and minus 105. Okay, you solve it, you will get answer 3.416. That is the accelerations for this velocity data. Okay, 3.416. Clear? So it is one real life example. Okay, it is one application based data, and we can use the uh, this type of concept, means interpolation theory, there to predict the answer. Okay, to predict the velocity equation. That is one velocity equations for this data. Okay, and this random data is given here. Okay, that is a random data. Okay, you can consider actual data that, okay, for any practical, and then after you can check the velocity equations by using this. Clear? And then after you can predict the distance, how many distance will covered after the any time interval. Clear? So is it clear to all? Have you any query, any doubt? Yeah, is it clear to all? Have you any query?
No query, sir.
Okay, nice. Other student, have you any query, any doubt in this method? Ayushi, Dasan, Devang, Jeet, Mihir, Ravi, Subham.
No, sir.
Okay,
No, sir. No, sir.
good. Okay, so solve some more example which are given in the assignment. Okay, related to this method. And in the next lecture, we'll start second method to predict the answer for unequally spaced data, that is Newton divided difference formula. Okay, so that we'll discuss in the next lecture. Let us keep up to this, take attendance, and then conclude today's session.